We're live outside the Palm Beach County Courthouse where day one of testimony in the DUI manslaughter trial of polo mogul John Goodman adjourned for the day. We have live team coverage coming up.
In the death of a juvenile who died while in custody at the Palm Beach County Regional Department of Juvenile Justice.
Plus, it is Election Day. A live report on voter turnout. Good evening. I'm Michael Williams.
And I'm Shannon Cake. Thanks so much for being with us. We begin tonight with new developments in the criminal trial of polo mogul John Goodman, as attorneys on both sides laid out their cases today during opening statements.
The first witnesses in the case took the stand as well. News Channel 5's Jay Kashmir is leading our team coverage. He joins us live outside the Palm Beach County Courthouse with what happened in court today. Jay.
Michael Shannon, the curtain went up on this emotionally charged and highly anticipated case watched around the country today. Opening statements began at 8:30. The court adjourned at 4:15 today. The case is actually flying through day one of testimony here today. Opening statements lasted about 30 minutes, and then we had 5 witnesses take the stand. A lot of testimony today surrounded the Players Club Bar and Restaurant in Wellington. That was an establishment where John Goodman visited hours before the crash happened on February 12, 2010. The state opening up here with a lot of key witnesses trying to paint a picture of where John Goodman was the night of the crash, who he was with, how much was he drinking, how much alcohol was involved that night. Just really painting a huge brush over what we will see for the remainder of the week. My colleague Alex Sands joins me live on the other side of the Palm Beach County Courthouse. Alex, I know opening statements today were very, very crucial. Today we learned what direction both the prosecution and defense will be taking in this trial.
As a business.
Really giving us a better roadmap of where this next week will go, Jay. Really laying out the day-by-day process, what prosecutors and defense attorneys say happened that night. Answering those questions, was John Goodman rather drinking the night that Scott Wilson was killed? Did his car have a mechanical or a possibly computerized malfunction? Attorneys today will spend the next several days trying to convince the jury of that. Prosecutor Ellen Roberts sees it. There's no question.
And he said, give me 10 of your best shots of tequila.
No, John Goodman didn't drink all those drinks, she said, but he'd had enough. Later that night.
Mr. Goodman blows that stop sign and slams his Bentley into the side of a Hyundai and literally pushes the little Hyundai into the canal.
Goodman, she says, stumbles away, walking down a dark road, eventually knocking on a woman's door.
Goodman tells her he was in a bad accident. He's sorry to bother her. He was in a bad accident. His phone isn't working, and he asks to use her phone. Scott Wilson didn't die from blunt trauma. He drowned.
Famed defense attorney Roy Black.
Imagine, if you will, Wellington, you're standing at the intersection of Lake Worth Road and 120th Avenue in Wellington. John Goodman is in the car. As it gets close to the stop sign, all of a sudden the car surges forward. Goodman is trying to control the car. It surges forward. He panics and it shoots out into the intersection and hits Scott Wilson's car.
The impact, he says, knocked him unconscious. Goodman, Black tells a jury, ends up at a friend's barn.
For the next hour, the only pain relief he was able to find comes from a bottle of alcohol. We will prove that his car was defective.
And with that, this first full day of testimony underway here in West Palm Beach. Jay, as you know, this trial continues first thing tomorrow morning. It could wrap up by the beginning of next week.